Okay guys, I want to do a signal. Set. I mean, it's only hitting in the 40s. It's like a giant root there. Pretty easy to get into there. Actually, I just dropped it. There we go. Huh. I just seen it in my hand. I dropped it. Let's get the white out. I mean, actually, I seen it. I thought I seen silver. Let's see if we can get it. I got a battery. Let's see if we can get it without using the pinpointer. I could have swore I seen a silver. But this side here is another place where I thought, well, this is where I didn't make it to last weekend. That's definitely an Indian headset. I know it's hard for you guys to see, but anyway. That's it. It's definitely an Indian head. Good for a first find, but man, I could have swore I seen silver, but it's probably this, but I'll go over it again, change my battery in that pinpointer. Good way to start the day out though with the Indian head. So I'll get back to you as soon as I go on something else. Okay guys, I'm on to another set. But the reason we're here is I believe that there used to be a lake here, but I'm not for sure because I came in here in the winter time and I went down in here and actually all this stuff wasn't in here. Like basically it was you could metal detect it pretty easily, but I couldn't find anything. So I just like run lines or whatever. But then I'm pretty sure, if I'm right, we should be, you know, the only thing we found so far is that Indian head. I went a couple lines, but I think you just got to stick with it because, you know, this was 100 years ago. Who knows what's been dumped back in here or anything. But I believe that this hillside I'm on was the hillside to the lake. So, but I'm not for sure. The only way I'm going to know for sure is by finding stuff. I actually was in here once and I found a zipper, like an intact zipper, and I think it was a zipper to an old bathing suit, but I'm not for sure. And that's basically how I know this. So basically there's not that much information I have. I'm just going off my finds, trying to figure out. I know it was here and I know it's been gone for a long time, like 100 years or something, but I have to find it. And I think that would be the perfect spot, you know, because basically people have been laying up here. I don't know what they would have done back then, but they'd been sitting up here watching boats or whatever. I don't really know what they were doing, but so I'm hoping we'll be able to tell by the finds. And it's kind of hard to metal detect in here right now because it's overgrown. I got another signal right here. I'm trying to get all the repeatable ones that are at least halfway decent. There's a lot of signals in here, but there could be a lot of crap dumped back in here too. So hopefully we'll be able to figure it out with our finds. So basically, you know, people would have been here in their bathing suits or whatever. If I'm right, and I'm not for sure if I'm right though. I drop it. If I did, it looked like it was a nail. I don't think that's the signal I was getting. It wasn't. It's laying right in here. Or is it a pull tab? Ooh, I don't know. What is it? Oh, it's a button. I was like, man, what is it, a 2-cent piece? But so basically what it is, it's a button. I can feel the shank on the back of it. But like I said, I don't know. So far we found the Indian and this button. Now we start finding a lot of buttons. I think it's like safety pins. Back in the day, I don't know what they use them for, but I know guys that detect these old swimming holes, and they're always finding like real old safety pins. So maybe something with the evidence will lead me to believe that's what was here. But I think I'm right. I'm not for sure though, because it's the only hillside I found, but it's so overgrown back here you can't tell anything. But this, you know, we're on the hillside, and this would have been down here, and this tree here is real old. I don't know how old it is, but it's got to be at least 80 years old. There's another one over there. That's why I think this is it. But I don't have any photos that show these trees. I actually have a photo that shows people laying in here, but they're not in swimming suits. It's just weird. They're like all dressed up and shit. So I don't know. Maybe they're just, you know, enjoying the fresh air. I don't know what they were doing. But I did find an old zipper in here. So that's why I think that zipper was for an old bathing suit. And the whole thing was intact. Like it just been laying there and the clothes rotted away. So I'll get back to you as soon as we get on something else. Okay guys, we're on another signal. Most of that one's off the sound. Hear it? But like I said, who knows how much of this dirt's been pushed through here or what, man. It's hard to tell. The last time I was in here and I found, all I found was like an old cup, but it was like 2 foot down in the ground. What the hell are we on? Huh. That's a little odd there. I don't know if that's a deer slug, but it's awful big. I mean, it's got lines going up this way, so it's got rifling in it, so it can't be that old, right? I mean, it's big. See it, guys? I'm pretty sure if it's got lines running up, that's from rifling, so that means it's not as old. I don't know how old it is, but it's not like a bullet from Civil War era or anything. We wouldn't, there wasn't no battles in here anyway, so I wouldn't say it was a Civil War bullet, but this is definitely not that old. So I'll get back to you as soon as I get on something else. Okay guys, you know I am. I don't have no patience, so we're jumping around now. But I was in here, I wasn't getting anything. Then all of a sudden I got this signal. So we're definitely not digging. I mean, it's in the 20s, but I got a good feeling about today, but I could be wrong. So far, all we got is an Indian. And it looks like probably an old nickel. At least we hope it's old. And to me, it looks like a buffalo. Unless that's an elephant on the back of it. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? I mean, this side here looks like a buffalo. I'm pretty sure what that's a buffalo nickel. There's some acid they have that you can put on these nickels when they get them with no dates. But I seen them do it, and it I mean, not that these coins are worth anything, but when you do it, it makes the coin look bad because it's like an acid. You can see it there. So we got this buffalo nickel. So I'll get back to you as soon as we got something else. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do another signal. I mean, this could be something good because you've seen how that tree was in the way. I might not have hit here. Because we're basically in the main part where I was finding most of the stuff. Like I said, every time I swing through here, man, I'll find something decent. But this is obviously the main part. So the section where I've been finding most of the stuff, that's where the main stuff was back in 1820. Because I got a map that shows these buildings back here. I mean, if you guys seen it, it's just unbelievable. But it's just weird that you think I'd find more for something that's been here for 100 years. I mean, we found a lot of cool stuff in here, but I mean, you always want more, I guess. But I figure if it was somewhere that hadn't been detected, there'd be more stuff, something that's been here for 100 years. But maybe I'm wrong. There it is. Huh. Maybe it's an Indian. Huh. Yeah, it's definitely an Indian. Honestly, I was hoping I was digging a small silver. We got us another Indian. But it's supposed to be nice out today, so I'll probably stick in here. Hopefully I can get some silver today. Because it's supposed to be nice most of the day. Trying to see what day. It looks like it's 18 something. Can't tell. Maybe you guys can see the date. So I'll get back to you as soon as I get on something else. Okay, guys, so I got the idea, since I can't detect down there where I thought that pond was or that lake. I tried to go up above it, and I got a signal here. I got an Indian. So I'm like on a ledge that would look out over top of that lake. And we got us an Indian head. Ain't that killer? So maybe I'll have some luck up here. I mean, it's kind of rocky, but it wasn't that far down in there. I didn't think it was gonna be an Indian, but that's what it is. So we got us another Indian. So I'll get back to you as soon as we get on something else. Okay, guys, I'm on one of those real deep signals, and listen. So I just come cruising through and I hit that signal, and I started picking it up, the sensitivity. I mean, it still could be, you know, usually when I dig these, it's a square nail way down in there. But I have dug coins down that deep too. Because it's way down in there. Or it could be a horseshoe. But it's way down in there, that's for sure. I dig a lot of these guys, and like I told you, most of them are, they come in and they're square nails way down in there. But I have dug large cent down in there like that too. And a couple of silvers. There'd be a square nail, but I don't know if that's the signal. But this one just sounded different when I started digging the hole. That's why I turned the camera on. That was it. Square nail. They gotta dig them. Okay guys, I got my first real good high tone. This might be a silver. Looks like right in here. That sounds real good. Man, it don't have to be a silver. It could be just probably. It could be a clad dime, I guess. I can see something there. See it? See this? There. That's what it was. See, you can see that coin. It's laying in here. There it is. Huh. What'd I tell you? It's clad dime. Ain't that unreal? But you can see it where it was in here. That's why I thought it was gonna be silver. There's where it was sitting. But see how it's got that shine to it? I thought it was gonna be silver. It's a clad dime. So I'll get back to you as soon as I get on something else. Okay guys, I'm on to something. I think something good. That's what it is. I mean, it's coming out at 55. There it is. It's another Indian. Pretty cool, man. I'll put the dates on in the video, so I'll get back to you as soon as I get on something else. Okay guys, I got another one of those signals. And like I said, if you don't dig them, most of the time they're square now, but look at here. So I flipped this up and it's a big silver. It's a barber now. And I'll spray it. Hopefully it's an old one. I think this is the first $50 I found. If I can get my sprayer to work. Up and back. It looks like it's a 1902. Pretty cool, huh? I love it. So I'll get back to you as soon as I get on something else. So check this out, guys. I turned my camera on. I dug a hole right here, and I lost the signal. It was way down in the ground. So I just figured maybe it was a little tiny nail or something. I couldn't find it. I walked down that way. Then I was coming back, and I looked down, and look. So when I flipped it out with my shovel flipped it up here, and it's a silver coin. And it might be old. It's a seated. It's a 1882 seated dime. I think it's a dime. Yeah. I'm out of spray. Ain't that unbelievable? It says one dime on the back of it. It says a seated 1883. So I dug it there, and I couldn't find the signal, so I started walking that way. Then I come by, and I seen something shiny down here, and it was laying here in my plug off my shovel. Ain't that unreal? I'm glad I found it. I'm glad I went. I mean, I'd find it again, I guess, but So there you guys go. That's silver number 2. I'll probably work through here a little bit because I'm getting ready to my batteries run down, because I haven't been on it like right off. It took me a while to start finding stuff. So I'll get back to you as soon as I get on something else. Okay guys, we're gonna call it a day, but it turned out to be a pretty good day. But I mean, it's unbelievable. I almost missed that seed at dime, but actually when I got over here and I was laying them out, it's actually a 62. Maybe that's why it wasn't hitting. That's probably why I didn't turn the camera on at first, because a lot of those real deep signals, almost all the time, they're square nails. I'll try to leave one. I think I dug one live, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But that's what it was. But here I flipped it out with my shovel, and luckily I came back that way and I found it. I'm sure I would have found it later, because I'm gonna actually, that's where I'm gonna go back and start right in that section, because I pulled 2 silvers and a Indian out just in a little small area. So I'll show you what we got. So we got an old button. I think this is an old Indian. I'll put the day. I think 2 of these Indians are pretty old. This one here is a 1902. We got a buffalo nickel, and this is it right here. But you can see how wore it is. So it wasn't really coming in like a great signal, but it was way down in the ground. So it's an 1862 seated dime. It almost looks like, I think the first one I ever found was a 1860, and it was wore out worse than this. As you can still see, but it's wore out, man, for sure. But still counts. Then we found this beautiful $50. This is another killer find. Because when I seen that, man, I was like, man, I turned the camera on. I was hoping it was gonna be something else. Actually, when I flipped it, when I picked it up, because I haven't found one in a while, I almost thought it was a $1. But here was a Barber half, 1902. Killer find. But that seed, it just got me, man. I'm glad I got it. But it's pretty white. So it's been a pretty good day. We'll probably, when we come back, we'll just start right in that spot, because I wasn't having it. It took me a while to get here, guys, because my detectors almost completely ran down the battery. So that means I've been in here at least 5 hours, and it took me that long to find this stuff. But I kind of walked around to a lot of different places. It's cool in here. I'm hot because I've been working, but it's a nice day to be detecting. But most of the spots I went to, I couldn't find nothing. I went on that hillside. We'll go back to that hillside. I got a feeling there's stuff there. What I'll do is I'll hit it each time I come. I'll do a little bit at a time, because it's like real hard metal detecting, because everything's over the road. But we'll definitely, I mean, we'll pound the shit out of it when winter gets here. We'll go all the way around that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was a lake in there. You know, I found that zipper. I'm almost sure of the information, but like I said, guys, the information is real limited. So a lot of the times my finds will help me try to figure out where everything was. And I'm pretty sure where we're at is where the main stuff was. That's why I think it's been detected, because I mean, we found a lot. I mean, we got to be way over 200 coins. I mean, we're probably, I mean, we found what, 41, 42, 43 silvers so far, and all the Indian heads, flying eagle cents, and all the shield nickels. I mean, we're way up there. I mean, I found more coins here than anywhere I've ever metal detected, all put together probably. But like I said, we'll just keep coming back, man. We'll keep coming back until it runs out. Then we'll just, I'll look into some of these other spots I got lined up. Then we'll just keep coming here every once in a while. Hopefully we'll find some. I mean, right now is a good day. That's what like I said, that's why I stayed in here so long, because it's really nice and cool. I got water, I'm comfortable. And it's when it's real hot, man, those days were killer. I mean, it was killer, especially because when you're walking through here, no one comes through these woods. I mean, there's sections where there's people out. Like I heard people today, because they're so loud, and they have to be at least a half mile away or something, but I can hear them because they're so loud. And no one comes through these woods. So when I go through here, it's all these cobwebs. So I'm running into, sometimes you see them and you knock them down, but most time, and then I just feel these spiders crawling all over me and shit, and I'm trying to knock them off. But I got tons of spray on me. I like I said, my clothes are treated, plus I spray myself down with Deep Woods Off. And always remember that, use Deep Woods Off. It's the only thing that works. That other stuff, I mean, I've bought every kind of stuff, and that Deep Woods works. Keeps the ticks off you, and I haven't been bit or nothing. And I've had bugs crawling across my face, man. I've had them in my mouth and everything, and I haven't been bit yet. Knock on wood. So I'll see you guys on the next one.